They tell me that I'm never gonna make it. They want me to do something that could make.
You were in a crowd with your friends and they all were having a blast while you were sitting on the chair and drinking water and soda. Then your friend Arya came to you holding drink in her hand. Come on girl, branch out a little and have some real fun, she said, holding your hand and trying to drag you to the dance floor. No, I'm fine here, Arya, you go, you said, forcing a smile. Oof, okay then have some drink with us, she said, extending a drink to you. I can't, you know my mom really well. She won't let me enter the house if she saw me being drunken, you said, taking a deep breath. Oh, come on, she will never know this, just one, she said, handling you a ring. You looked at her and then ring in your hand. Okay, fine, just one, you said, and ring it in one go. But you didn't realize when it led to 3 more. You were having a terrible hangover, you laughed when you glanced at the people who were dancing and enjoying. Why everyone going round and round? Throwing the empty glass on the wooden bar counter, you screamed, almost catching everyone's attention in the bar. Hey guys, are you really enjoying? If yes, then fine, and if no, then what do I do? Enjoy, guys, you laughed and twirled in your spiny chair that they had at the bar. You were humming songs when you felt a gentle tap on your shoulder. You turned around with a wide smile which soon disappeared. It was a man in shiny black shirt. He gave you a smile before sitting on the chair next to you. Hey, my name is David, he said, extending his hand to you. You looked at him in shock and then frowned. The person beside you is your twin brother. You both look so similar, you said, rubbing your eyes while jerking his hand away. Hey, one sitting beside me, it's only me and you, he said, giving you a toothy grin. Ah, you look like a clown, ha ha ha. You nearly fell out of the chair in laughter. Clown, did you call me clown? Are you in senses? He said, being shocked. Senses? How I can go inside my senses? You laughed your heart out. You then looked at him with your big Bambi eyes and frowned as he was glaring at you. You didn't laugh, it was not funny, right? Why it would be? 'Cause I'm not clown. It's you who makes people laugh, you said, hitting him on his shoulder. What the hell is this? Saying this, he jerked your hand away and then went back to the dance floor where everyone was dancing and enjoying. Gone, idiot, you said, making a pout while moving your legs in an air. After some time, your friends came back to you. They somehow made you sit in the car and took you to your house, leaving you in front of the main door. They all left. You rang the bell, but nobody answered. Mom left? Ha ha ha, you said to yourself and started to kick the door. Suddenly the door opened and sighing heavily, you entered in without looking at the person who opened the door. It was Jungkook, who got startled seeing you walking in a state. You plopped down on the couch after throwing your heels and bag on the floor. Jungkook came to you running. Did you hang? He asked coldly, crossing his arms over his chest. You gave him a toothy grin before throwing your overcoat on his face. With his nose flaring badly, he pushed it aside and glared at you. He was on the edge of at you. Why you ring? You said that you wanted to go out with your friends at some fancy restaurant. I never saw this, he almost yelled. Possession was lingering in his eyes. It's my life. Who the hell are you to stop me? You asked, your eyes twinkling. You know really well what the hell I am, he said with his hands balled into fists. Oh, I'm scared, Jeon Jungkook. You laughed loudly while clicking tongue at him. How dare you to go to the bar? Do you know that you are getting along with the crowd? He yelled at you. Don't yell, I was just having fun, you idiot. You were with a sarcastic laugh as you nodded. You call that fun? Are you mad? He said angrily. You simply ignored his question and started to play with your hands, he said heavily and walked closer to you. Sitting on the couch beside you, he turned your head to his direction. Please stop hanging out with those girls. They are not your type. You are so innocent for all this, he said while his eyes were showing genuine concern for you. You looked at him and pouted. No, I'm not a little girl and not even innocent, you said, hitting him on his shoulder. But you are acting like one right now, he countered. I know what I am doing, so keep your concern to yourself, you said, shooting him a glare while pushing him away. Oh, really? Do you know when you dance and when you attract? Do you know what happens next too? He pointed at you with a frustrated sigh. You looked down, being innocent. Those idiot friends of yours will never tell you about this because they have nothing to do with your life. All they just wanna show that they have a beautiful girl who is rich also, he said and sighed in the end. You opened your mouth to say something but couldn't. Suddenly the main door of the house swung open and your mom and stepdad Jungkook's father entered inside hands in hands. It's been a year to their marriage but still they both behave like newly married couple. And it's something that you both don't wanna cough with. You groaned when you heard their giggling. The living room was quite dim, so your mom turned on the light and got flinched when she saw you sitting on the couch, mumbling few unknown words while Jungkook was sitting next to you using his mobile phone. How dare you? She yelled out. I don't need your permission, Mom, you said, pressing your fingers on your forehead as it was hurting badly. Ryan, you can't use this tone to talk to your mom, he said angrily. Oh no, you will tell me what to do, how to speak, you said, looking at him with a blurry vision. Go to your room or else you won't be able to handle the consequences, dear, he said warningly. Dad, you can't talk to her like that. She is already not fine. Come on, get up. I will take you to your room, he said, helping you to stand up. Who the hell are you? Do you think you are dad? You just married my mom. You can't tell me what to do, you said and shoot him a glare. Jungkook, honey, please take this brat to her room, she said, smiling at Jungkook, giving her a cold stare. Jungkook held your hand and made you walk to the upstairs, making you lay on the bed. He sat on the bed beside you. Jungkook stared at you for a moment before speaking out. Ryan, promise me that you won't hang out with those girls anymore, he whispered while his eyes were showing how much he was concerned about you. All the anger, rage, shouting was gone when she looked up at me with teary eyes. I just wanted to make sure she was okay. I don't know why, but I felt pain when I saw those small tears in her eyes. She's the one who makes my heart go crazy the way no one else can. I know it's home, but what do I do if my heart beats only for her? Throughout my life, I saw thousands of girls, beautiful, rich, cute, having good figure, but I never saw someone like her. She has her own very special place in my heart, and I don't feel to tell you that I dream about her every night. Suddenly I hear her crying loudly. Being shocked, I quickly held her chin up. What happened? Why are you crying all of a sudden? I asked her politely. I'm getting old, but still I didn't find Mr. Perfect, she said, crying loudly. Mr. Perfect, why you wanna find him when you have the one? Oh, I mean, don't worry, you will find him soon, I said while deep down feeling jealous of her Mr. Perfect. No, you can't. No one can. No one can help me to find him as he only comes in my dreams, she said between the sobbings. I was also struck by her cuteness. Okay, then we will drag him out of your dreams. Just don't cry, please, I said as her this much crying was giving me pain in my heart. Instead of saying something, she hugged me, wiping off her runny nose with my t-shirt. My heart pounded rapidly against my chest. This was something that I never accepted from her. I was not sure what to do. I hugged her back after a while. This was the best feeling I ever felt in my life. I didn't want her to regain the consciousness and deprive me of this warm and best feeling. I love you, she said, mumbling. And there my eyes widened in a shock and heart lost its track. Did she say that she loves me, or is just she mumbling whatever coming in her mind? I was not able to recollect my thoughts. What she intended to say was not getting clearer to me. Why? I said. She hummed, hugging me tightly. Whom you love? I asked softly. I love you, idiot. Now let me sleep peacefully, she said, pushing me away and fall on the bed, closing her eyes. Am I dreaming or what? What I heard was true. Does she love me? Oh my, this thought won't let me sleep whole night. I could feel like someone turned on the AC inside me. I softly smiled at her and then pulling a blanket on her, I walked outside her room. Once I woke up with a huge hangover. It was like someone was banging my head with a hammer. I tried to get up and walk to the bathroom, but my head was spinning. Laying on the bed for a while, I again got up, mustering up some courage, and then I walked to the bathroom. After taking a relaxing bath, I was back to normal. I took out a white floral frock from the wardrobe, and slipping into it, I walked to my vanity where I applied a lip tint and some blush on my cheeks. Suddenly something struck me back. The last night incident, it was blurry though. I remembered that how I was hanged and taken back to home by my so-called friends. How Jungkook, my stepbrother, scolded me for being hung. Then I remembered about my mom who insulted me while my dad taking her side as usual. Sometimes I just can't understand my mom. Does she think this is really okay? My mom left my dad when I was 10 and I have not seen him since. Mr. Jeon, who is my stepdad, fall for my mom and eventually they both get married. He is a nice man, but he always favors my mom, which sounds annoying most of the time. Well, if I talk about my stepbrother, Jeon Jungkook is the most handsome boy I have ever seen. His dark, deep eyes, sharp jaw, and lip piercing, those nicely built abs, and one hand tattooed can make anyone go crazy for him. So don't you ever think of me excluded from this anyone? Yeah, if I said anyone can go crazy for him, then I am also included. Jungkook looks like a dream to me, a dream that I wanted to turn into reality as soon as possible. While I was thinking so and smiling to myself, suddenly I remembered the moment when Jungkook brought me in my room last night. I felt my cheeks started to heat up thinking about that, but wait. No way, my blurry thoughts came clearer, making me feel shocked. My feet frozen on the ground while jaw dropped. Last night I said I love you to him. How I could be so ridiculous, how I'll face him now. I'm such an idiot person. Mustering up some courage, I took deep breath and went to the downstairs. Mom and Dad were not home as they had left for work. Thank God I wouldn't have to see my mom again. By the way, I don't know about my stepbrother. I guess he must be in his room as he woke up late. I went to the kitchen and opening the fridge, I bent over and reached to the back of the fridge, pulling out water bottle. Taking out the bottle, I stood up and my eyes widened when I saw Jungkook standing there with arms crossing over his chest. I gulped down looking at him. Wow, I said slowly. What, baby girl? Why are you me out? He said, raising his eyebrow. Oh my, he heard it. I mentally facepalmed myself for being so blunt. Why would I? I said, sipping on the water while looking around to hide my blushing face. Why do you remember about last night? He said, leaning closer to me. I let it spill my water. No, I don't remember anything. I said, trying not to make eye contact with him. Jungkook nodded. He smiled, which graced his gorgeous features. Do you really forget about that? He asked, his cool, minty breath giving me shivers. I remained silent and I was looking down at his shoes. Well, I won't let you forget it so easily, beautiful. By the way, you said that you love me. He said while the whole zoo of butterflies was fluttering inside my stomach. Before I could comprehend anything, I felt his kiss on mine, which made my eyes widen in shock. These feelings are mutual, my sweet love. Seeing this, he walked outside the kitchen, leaving me stunned behind. I was not able to digest what happened just now. I never thought that Jungkook would kiss me like this. You know how good it feels when you see your dream turning into a reality. I was feeling over the moon. My heart was really pounding in my chest and I wanted him to be mine forever till eternity. I walked to my bedroom blushing heavily while I was standing by my room window. Suddenly my mobile phone rang. Grabbing it from the bed, I glanced at the caller ID. It was an unknown number. Thinking for a while, I answered the call. Hey sweetie, do you remember me? It's me, David. Met you in club last night. Well, I got your number from your friend Arya, and believe me, she's just a nice girl that she saved in my mobile phone in few seconds. Well, I'm in a club right now. Can you please come here? It will be a great fun. Last night we couldn't have conversation. So please come tonight, sweetie. I'll be waiting for you, he said while smirking. How dare you to call me, mister? If you dare to call me again, I won't take me a second to file a complaint against you. I yelled at him loudly and then cut the call while sweat covering my face. Whom you were talking to? A very familiar voice hit your earlobe as you turned around and got startled seeing Jungkook. His eyes were full of rage and hands were clenched into fists. Oh, nothing, it was an unknown number, I said, wiping a sweat from my face and forcing a smile as I looked at him. Don't you dare to lie, Ryan, he shouted coldly. Being scared, I told him everything while crying, and then, without saying any word, he left from there. Jungkook drove the car fastly to the club and reaching it, he searched for Arya, as he knew she must be with David. After a few minutes, he found her dancing on the floor. He quickly walked to her to the counter. He yelled at her, "Where is David? You gave your Yin's number," he said coldly, his lips were parted into a thin layer, while eyes full of rage. He's there," she said, pointing at the one corner. Jungkook followed her gaze and pushing her aside, he ran to David and after him to the fullest, he made him fall on the counter chair. Suddenly, waiter came to him and extended a ring. Without thinking any more, Jungkook took it from his hand and drank it in one go, and soon he became unconscious. He somehow went from there and came home. He quickly went to his room for taking shower for his hangover, but it didn't work. While you were laying on your bed, facing the ceiling, you were getting anxious about Jungkook, as he had not returned yet. You were going to get up when you heard someone's footsteps. You got flinched when you saw Jungkook entering the room. She stayed. You quickly got up and ran closer to him. "What happened to you?" you stuttered with teary eyes as he was breathing heavily. All of a sudden, Jungkook up on the making you startled. He said. After 3 hours, he said with a playful smirk.